Welcome back everyone to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Lord of the Rings the card game unboxing and gameplay video. Now I have today the latest release Fantasy Flight Games card game based on the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. This is a starter deck. Now there are 4 of these. There's elves, there's Gondor, Rohan, and there are dwarves. And these are basically pre-made decks with extra cards thrown in there, each with a certain theme, using certain heroes, taking existing cards from the Lord of the Rings card game card pool. These are great for new players, having these ready-made decks to straight to the game with and play, because I always find with the card games like this and Arkham Horror and Marvel Champions, building decks is very daunting, but having a deck themed on a certain style of gameplay straight away, open the box and play is really good. If you are a long-time player of Lord of the Rings the card game, I don't really think these are worth your money that much, because a lot of the cards in there already exist in the card pool, but they are great for having friends over and having a deck ready for them to play straight away. So without further ado, let's open up this deck and have a look inside. So this is the Elves of Lothrien. This is what I've gone for. I didn't go for the dwarves one because I already had the dwarves. I just fancied like an elf deck. I just thought an elf deck would be pretty cool to have. Plus it's got Galadriel in, so I really wanted to have Galadriel in my team. So first of all, let's open this up. So we have a small booklet inside, which tells about the deck. So what it says here is basically there's a pre-built 53 card deck. There's a divider with a star, and the rest of the cards are basically extra cards. What's really cool here is not only do you have a deck of cards ready to play, you also have some spare cards to sort of put in the deck, change things around, which is great in Lord of the Rings because some scenarios require to quest more, some require more allies, some require sort of boss fights, some require a lot of combat. So having the extra cards there is really going to be good to use. So inside we have a little strategy guide about the deck, about the keywords, the allies, what attachments there are, how to use abilities. A few key cards to get out early on, some abilities. It's really cool they put this in there. And also on the back of this is also the deck list there. This is the Wood Elves starter deck list. This can be used to construct the Wood Elves starter deck. So let's take a look at the cards inside. So I'm assuming this on the right here is the actual main deck because of the hero on front there. So let's take a look inside. So starting with, we have a hero, Celeborn. So he has an 11 threat, 3 willpower, 2 attack, 2 defense, 4 health. That's pretty good stats. As a response, after a Sylvan ally enters play, that ally gets +1 to all his stats till the end of the round. That's a pretty handy ability. Next we have Galadriel, some really nice artwork there. So 9 threat, 4 quest, which is super high, which has no attack and no defense. But she cannot quest, attack or defend. But allies you control do not exhaust to commit to the quest during the round they enter play. So this is great. So basically, combined with this, you play an ally, they get the bonus points from him, and also they need to exhaust to quest, so you can then use their stat boost for combat later. As an action, I can exhaust her to choose a player, they reduce their threat by 1 and draw 1 card, once per round, so she's going to be a great support character. Next up we have the next hero, Haldi of Lauren. So he has 9 threat, 2 willpower, 3 combat, 1 defense, 3 health, a lot of combat. He has a range keyword. As an action, combat action, if you're not engaged in an enemy this round, exhaust Haldir to declare him as an attacker and resolve his attack against an enemy not engaged with you. So basically, we skip engagement parts of the combat, or we haven't done any engagements, we can just basically exhaust him to attack an enemy not engaged with us in the staging area, which is really good, especially with his high attack. That's it for our heroes. So we have Defender of the Neath. She is a neutral ally, no colour. Cost 3, no willpower, 1 attack, 2 defense, 2 hit points. Sentinel. After a Sylvan ally you control leaves play, ready Defender of the Knave. So she's a pretty good card with the Sylvan allies. We have 3 copies of her. Next we have the Galadriel Minstrel. Cost 2, 1 willpower, 0 attack and defense, only 1 health. As a response though, when she enters play, I can search top 5 cards of your deck for an event card out to your hand and shuffle other cards back into my deck. So I can use her to basically search through cards, get an event card I want and pull it out. That's going to be pretty good. She's also got the same keywords, the Sylvan and the Minstrel. Next we have Galadriel's Handmaiden. After she enters play, so she costs 2, 2 willpower, no attack, 1 defense, 1 hit point, quite weak. Enters play, choose a player, they reduce their threat by 1. So like I said in the guide, cards that enter play do an effect. Classic card here, Gandalf. So 2 copies of Gandalf. So we all love Gandalf. He has 5 hit points, 4 total stats, 4 hit points. Enters play, either draw 3 cards, deal 4 damage, or reduce your threat by 5, but end the round, discard him. So it's a really good one-time boost of a card. Next we have a Greenwood Archer. So she costs 2, 0 willpower, 2 attack, 0 defense, ranged. Enters play, ready a hero. That's really good. You can make a quest and an attack afterwards. We have Henmarth Riversong. This is a staple card from the core set. One cost, 1 willpower, 1 attack, 0 defense, 1 hit point. As an action, exhaust her to look at the top card of the encounter deck. So it's really handy if you can look at top of the encounter deck, if it's an enemy coming up next, or a shadow card coming up soon, or there's going to be some pesky treachery you need to watch out for. We have 2 copies of her. We have Mirkwood Runner, so it costs 3, 1 willpower, 2 attack, 0 defense, 2 hit points. So Mirkwood Runner is attacking alone. Defending enemy does not count its defense, so we can pierce through defense with Mirkwood Runner. 2 copies of that card there, it's pretty good. We have Knave Guide, so cost 2, love the artwork there, really beautiful wood elf artwork. Cost 2, 1 willpower, 1 attack, 0 defense, 1 hit point. Another one of those enters play cards again, another enter play doesn't affect, like I said in the guide. It enters play, choose a hero, that hero does not exhaust to quest this round. That's a great card to have out. So 3 copies of her. The allies here seem quite cheap, so it should be pretty good to play his cards, quite cheap costing cards. So next we have Auradon. He is a 3 cost, 2 willpower, 2 attack, 0 defense, 2 hit points, range. Enters play, return a Sylvan ally card from the discard pile to my hand. That's really good, so bounce by the allies to my hand, play again, do an effect, they die, bring back Auradon, play him, return him back. That's a really good card. 2 of those. We have a Sylvan Refugee, so cost 1, 2 willpower, 0 for attack and defense, 1 hit points. After a character leaves play, discard Sylvan Refugee from play. So she will go, but she has really cheap for 2 willpower, great for questing. 2 copies of her. We have Sylvan Tracker, so cost 3, 1 willpower, 1 attack, 1 defense, 3 hit points. After a Sylvan character readies during the refresh phase, heal 1 damage from that character. Wow, that's a great card. You can heal all your allies with this card out, so that's great. So there's no limit per person, that's every single Sylvan character when it readies, heal 1 damage from that character. Wow. Oh, we have Lambeth Bread. That's awesome. Just 1 mouthful, can fill anyone up. It says attachment for 1, play only to control a Noldor or Sylvan hero, which we do. Attach to a hero, discard this card to ready a hero and heal 3 damage from that hero. Ooh, that's pretty handy when you're getting quite a pummel later in the game. We also have the legendary ring, Nenya. This is Galadriel's ring, Galadriel only. She gains the lore resource icon. Quest action, exhaust Nenya and Galadriel to add her quest to another character's willpower. So the quest action, exhaust Nenya and Galadriel to add her willpower to another character's willpower to the end of the phrase. So as you remember before, she has a massive willpower, she has full willpower. Exhaust this, give a huge willpower boost to whoever's questing. I love that card. 3 copies of them as well, that's great. Next we have Olorien. This is an attachment for 1. Attached to a hero, exhaust this card to lower the cost of the next Sylvan ally played this phase by 1 to a minimum of 1. Another thing with the Sylvan cards, they're all cheap anyway, but this makes them even cheaper. That's a really good card. 3 of those out. Get out nice and early. Brilliant card to have out. We also have a 2 copies of Wingfoot, attached to a ranger hero, cost 1. After attached hero puts to a quest, name enemy, location or treachery. If a card of that name tap is revealed during the quest phase, exhaust Wingfoot to ready attached hero. Remember earlier, we start cards in the encounter deck and see what's coming up next. We can use that command Wingfoot to see a location, see an enemy, say what it is, we get it right, so we can ready the hero as well. And we have 2 copies of Test of Will, classic staple card from the core set. Cost 1, cancelled when revealed effects of a card that was just revealed in the encounter deck. So a great card to cancel treacheries with. Cancel pesky cards have when revealed effects, because some are quite nasty. Okay, on to the next pack of cards. So we have Daemon's Runes, love this card. Cost 0, draw 2, discard 1. It's a really great card like that, just cheap, costs nothing, instant play event, draw 2, discard 1. Perfect card to play, 2 copies of them as well. Elrond's Council, I love that artwork there. We have Elrond and Galadriel and Gandalf. So, cost 0. If you control a unique Noldor character, give another character plus 1 willpower to end of the phase, lower your threat by 3. Lowering your threat is always good in this game. Getting your threat down is really handy against certain enemy types and certain quests. We have Feigned Voices, combat action for 0 event. Return a Sylvan ally you control to your hand to choose an enemy engager or player. That enemy cannot attack that player this phase. Wow, so it costs 0. You have to return an ally you control back to your hand, but you choose an enemy and you cannot attack that player's phase. So combine it with the enter play effects. That's going to be really good to have out later. Good combination there, and 3 of those as well. We also have the Tree People, so cost 0, action. Return a Sylvan ally you control to your hand. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for a Sylvan ally. Pull that ally into play and shuffle your other cards back into your deck. You can only play 1 copy of the Tree People each phase. That's just a fantastic card. So you bring an ally back, which kind of sucks, but you get top 5 cards of your deck for another ally. Put it into play for free. Do their effect and get an ally back. So cost 0 and 2 copies of that. That's fantastic. I love that card. I can't wait to use that card later on. And then with the last cards we have 2 copies of Host of Galadriel. So it's a neutral thing. Cost 4, neutral event. Flying action. Return each Sylvan ally you control to your hand. Then play each of those allies from your hand one at a time at no cost. Wow, what a card that is. So we can have a massive army of Sylvan allies out. Bring them all back to our hand. And then play all back again. The point of that is it will trigger all of those abilities again. That's a fantastic card. Okay, that's the end of that. Halt, it's time to stop. I've got the brown, well, burgundy hand of Sauron, time to stop. So that's for those cards there. So we have some more cards here. Oh, we've got Elrond. So we have, not only do we have some good cards, we have another hero. That's great. So we have Elrond here. This is, I think this is from one of the Saga sets, which is a really good card though. Great card about Gandalf. 13 threats, so quite high, but he has 3 willpower, 2 attack, 3 defense, 4 health. You spend resources from his resource pool to pay for any other ally cost. And after a character is healed by another card effect, heal 1 damage on it. So that's a really good card about that healing card we saw earlier. We have a unique ally, Rumil, costs 4, 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 willpower, has ranged. Play it from your hand, choose an enemy engaged with a player, deal X damage to that enemy with X number of ranged characters you control. So we have a lot of ranged characters already, so that's going to give you a lot of damage. That's really handy when played effect. 3 copies of him. We have Galadriel Archer, cost 2, 0 willpower, 2 attack, 0 defense, 1 hit point. After it enters play, deal 1 damage to an enemy not engaged with you. Still pretty handy. Nice cheap damage effect from stuff in the staging area. We have the Bow of Galadriel. So item weapon costs 1, attached to a Sylvan character with a range keyword. Restricted, so they have 2 copies of restricted card at once on a character. Attached character gets +1 attack, or +2 instead if the attack enemy is not engaged with you. Okay, so that's pretty handy in a multiplayer game as well. Okay, we have Hands Upon the Bow, event for 1. Exhaust the character you control with range to immediately declare it as an attacker and results attack against an enemy in the staging area and gets +1 during this attack. So basically, if there's enemy in the staging area, you want to attack it before the combat phase pops up, you can basically play this card, exhaust it to immediately get a +1 attack boost and attack the enemy in the staging area, which is really good. For the engagers and do damage, because they always attack first. We have Pursuing the Enemy, event for 0. Return a Sylvan ally you control to your hand and choose a player. Do 1 damage to each enemy engaged that player. Wow, each enemy? That's really good against certain quests of weak enemies. You know, you can pick them all off quite fast with that as well. And of course, back to your hand means you can play them again and trigger their bonuses again and again and again. So that's always really good. Oh, we have Elrond's signature ring here, Villa. This is a fantastic card. An Elrond deck with Villa is one of the best decks you can get because this is why. I did actually a video before of Elrond deck. If you want to have a link to that deck, I'll put it down below. Basically, you attach Villa to Elrond. He gains the Spirit Resource icon. You exhaust Elrond and Villa to reveal the top card of your deck. You can immediately play that card or put it to play revealed for no cost if able. Otherwise, move it to the bottom of your deck. So essentially, you exhaust this Elrond and Villa. Top card of your deck is revealed, and you can just play it for free. And that of the allies is just so good. You just play for your deck so fast. When I made a dwarf deck with this, I went for the deck so quick, just playing dwarf allies non-stop. It was so good. The only downside is you can't really use Elrond for anything other than playing cards. Next we have another copy of Mirkwood Runner. So earlier, another copy of Orphan, already seen that, seen Refugee, seen Tracker. Lambert's Bed again, Wingfoot, Darren's Runes, Elrond's Council, the Tree People, and the Host of Galadriel again. Okay, that's the backup cards. Okay, looking good so far. So that's the deck list. I'm quite liking this. I mean, I can't wait to change things around a little bit, mess up the deck a little bit. So we're going to go into a gameplay now to see how this deck works. Onto the gameplay. So we have our heroes down here. We have Galadriel, Haldi, and Celeborn. We also have Arwen in the corner down here because we are playing the Road to Rivendell scenario. This is from the Khazad-dûm cycle, the Dwarven cycle. I picked a scenario randomly because I just thought it was a fun scenario to play through, not too challenging, but I like how I can use Arwen as well. She's also a noble ally card. So the quest for this reads, First scenario, on the Misty Mountains. Your party has braved the snows of the pass, but now must travel north along the Misty Mountains for league upon league as you escort Arwen to her father's house. Put Arwen into play under control of the first player. Shuffle the counter deck, which I've done. Reveal one card from the counter deck per player and add it to the staging area. So we're going to do that now. So we have the Orc Raiders. So this has Ambush. After it enters play, each player makes an engagement check against it. So unfortunately it will engage us straight away, which kind of sucks. So this reads, this is a wild and perilous country and it is dangerous to follow the roads. The mountains rise up on the right, impassively watching your slow trek among their foothills. So all we've got to do is quest 20 points to no attachments control, so we can't do that. So let's draw to our hand size and begin. Okay, what have we got here? 29 threats. So we have a Sylvan Refugee, a Hammersmith River Song, so 2 cheap allies. Gandalf, always a good card. A Greenwood Archer, Defender of the Nath, and Nenya. So I'm thinking this guy's got to go. He's got 3 attacks, so he's going to do a lot of damage, but he's got not much defense. So I'm thinking of killing this guy quite early on. So we will start with 1 resource. We're on easy mode, so we get extra resource. Okay, we're going to play. Don't want to ready a hero. Don't need to do that yet. Don't need to do that. I'm thinking of getting Gandalf out and just killing that orc off straight away. Let's save our resources. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4 resources. Sorry, 5 resources. Play Gandalf. Let's do 4 damage to an enemy and instantly kill this. We're also going to play Nenya and place it on Galadriel. So allies do not exhaust to commit to the quest during the round they enter play, so they don't. So we're going to quest a little bit here. So we're going to exhaust this, exhaust her to add her quest to any character, to another character. We're going to give him 8 total questing power, so 8, 9, 10, just in case, we'll leave these out. 11, 12, no, 11, 12, there we go, 12 on there, and the counter card is a Goblin Taskmaster. It will engage, and when it engages a player, deal 2 damage to 1 character I control. I'll do 2 damage to Gandalf. So 12 minus, so he isn't in the staging area, so 12 quest points straight on the quest. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this guy's engaged with us. Fortunately, we can use Gandalf here, so we're going to get Gandalf to defend and attack. So he defends. So 2 shadow card is no shadow card, so no damage goes through. We'll swing. We can't swing back because we can't really kill him much, really. So we're just going to wait it out. So end of the go, we're going to get rid of Gandalf. Increase our threat by 1 and refresh all our stuff. So we put these back, put these back, put these back, draw a card and gain a resource. So we have Galadriel's Handmaiden, so she can choose a player and they reduce their threat by 1. She adds resource to a hero when she exhausts, done that earlier, so we're going to do that now. We're going to put that on him. Play Defender of the Nath on this. So when she leaves, so the silver ally controls play, I can ready her. She also gets +1 stats to all her stats, so she's got 1, 2, and 3 on the other stats to end the round. That's always good. And we're also going to play the Sylvan Refugee for some nice questing power, and also gets +1 to all the stats to end the round, so that's good. So we're going to quest again. We're going to exhaust Galadriel, add her 4 quests to, let's put it on Arwen. So quest for 6, 7, 8, 9. Counter card, Wild Bear. Doesn't engage, but no threat, so we're okay. So 9. That quest is done, that stage. On to the next part. So Orc Outpost. Heavy rain drives you to seek shelter among the caves of the mountains. They are dry, and the fire you start seeps into your bones and restores your spirit. Your eyes are heavy when the soft clatter of falling pebbles reaches your ears. perhaps you're not alone. 7 on the quest. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard palette for the Goblin Gate adds to the staging area, and then, if able, if there are no active location, it becomes active location. So essentially we're going to search for Goblin Gate and make it the active location. So Goblin Gate. So this reads, is 4 quest points. While it's active location, the first enemy revealed from the encounter deck each round is ambush. If that enemy engages the play, it makes immediate attack. Wow, that sucks. Okay. So this guy's going to attack us now. We've got 3 defense because of the boost off this. We're going to exhaust him to defend. So that's 2 plus no shadow card. He takes no damage. And we are going to swing back 4. Can we do 5 damage? Yes, we can. 5 damage. Minus 2 is 3. This Goblin Taskmaster is quite tough. End of the go, so ready to pull my cards. Should add a resource when she exhausts, sorry. That's on there. Draw a card. Ooh, the Eon's Rune, that's always good. Threat up to 31. And a resource on each character. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. Dane's Runes, draw 2 cards, discard a card, another defender, and a Wingfoot attached to a ranger hero. When it crits to a quest, name an enemy, location, or treachery. If it's named, reveal the quest phase, exhaust it to very attached hero. Okay. Greenwood Archer. And to play ready hero, I've got a hero. Plus 1 to all the stats, it's always good. Also going to play Hemmoth River Song. Can exhaust it, look at top card in counter deck. We're going to do that now, actually. We'll use her in combination with Wingfoot. Okay, same again. Exhaust Galadriel and Nenya to give 4 quests to Arwen. So 8 on there, and put a resource on Haldi. So 8 for her quest. 9, 10 for the quest. And counter card is another character. Goblin Archer. So can optionally engage the archer. Casts a range, I'll attack the archer with a staging area. After an enemy is revealed from the encounter deck, the first player must deal 1 damage to 1 character he controls. Okay. I've got ambush, so it sits there. So we have 10 minus 2 is 8. This is gone. Minus 4, so that's 4 on the quest. Not too bad, we've got a big bear sitting there waiting for us, which kind of sucks. This guy attacks. I'll defend with the defender, or on 2 defense. Shadow card is nothing. Nothing happens. Then I will just attack back with a Haldi to defeat the enemy. There we go. Nice. A lot of allies out right away. So we're going ready up. 3, draw a card. Ooh, another Nanya, which I can't use. Pointless. But we are going to do some things. So we're going to put Wingfoot on this ranger hero. Galadriel's Handmaiden. Stick her there. That's okay for now. Look at there, got stat boost. We're going to exhaust Hemmoth River Song. So I'll call it encounter deck. It's a location card. So that means we can name a location. We're going to exhaust her and Nanya. So we give +4 to Arwen. She quests for a resource. So 6 for her. So that's around 2, my bad, sorry. 6 for her. +1 for that. So 7, 8, 9 off that. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on the west. More than enough. Counter card is also location. More than enough to do that. That's location, ignore ambush. That's pretty handy. That's that part done. So we're going to name a card now. I'm going to name a location. It is indeed, because of that card earlier. I can exhaust that to ready attach hero when I want to. Don't need that right now, but it's handy to use later. So that quest is gone. And on to the next one. So orcs and other creatures have hounded you since fighting your way free of the Orc Outpost. Soon you will reach the safety of Rivendell's borders, but supplies have dwindled and you are now dead weary from sleepless nights of keeping watch as dark forms shadow your camp. 30 on the quest. Revealed. Reveal 1 card from the counter deck per player. Add to staging area. Warg layer. When revealed, search the counter deck card pile for a copy of Mounting Warg. Add to the staging area. After it leaves players in its pool location, we draw a card. Cast up your healed, defeat the stage, win the game. Okay, so I've got to search for a warg, something. Mountain warg. More annoying enemies. Oh, that's big. It's got 30 as well, so that's that part done. Shuffle the deck. Okay, so first, let's do first things first. So let's make a location. Let's do this here to ignore ambush. Engagement checks. This will engage me. When it's dealt a shadow card with no effects, return to stage area after it attacks. Pretty annoying. We're going to defend, or we're going to take a lot of hits here. So we're going to defend with Defender of the Nath. 4. Undefended it's not, so we're okay, but this character is defeated. Now I could attack back, but I've got to do a lot of damage here, so we're going to do 3, 4, 5. Minus 2 is 3. There we go, he's engaged over there. End of the go, ready up, ready up, ready up. All I've got to do is quest quite a bit here. So there we go. I showed that 1 damage because I revealed an enemy from the counter deck, which just also sucks. I'll put 1 on Galadriel. So this is on 33. I want a resource. 1, 2, and 3. And draw a card, and it's another Galadriel's Handmaiden. We will play Galadriel's Handmaiden. Reduce our threat by 1. She gets a stat boost because of a Celebron. We'll play another Defender of the Nath just in case. I'm pretty convinced here we could just quest for an absolute bucket load and win the scenario. This is quite a high questing match, so we're going to use this to quest. Always forget, you don't need to exhaust when they quest as well. So that's 6 from Arwen. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, because of the effect of that and exhaust. So 20 on this. That's fine. So 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, 11. Oh, we're on 11. Oh, I'm so close. 11. Should reduce my threat for here, so my threat's on 33, so I'm still safe from this. Okay, let's head to location. This guy has engaged us. We will take some hits here, unfortunately. So we're going to defend the Goblin Spearman with Defender of the Nath. So 2. We'll score 2 resources each hero I control. Oh my god, that's pretty brutal. Look, I've got no resources. Doesn't make a difference. So that's nothing happens there. 2 damage, 2 defense. I'll use the Greenwood Archer to defend the bear. Shadow card adds to stage area. That sucks. Okay, and he is defeated. So just quest for a big load. I should be okay. Resource some Arwen on here. Ready up. I'm on 34, so I've got a quest. That bear's going to attack me, and that bear's got a lot of health. There we go. Draw a card. Ooh, Sylvan Tracker. Okay. So on there, on there, on there. Can't play it just yet though. So we're just going to quest again for absolute bucket load again. We should have this in the bag now. There should be no way we fail a scenario. So +4 from here. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 on the quest. Cattle card is a wild boar again with ambush. It does engage, makes immediate attack. I'll defend with this. No shadow card, but it's gone. So 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. I draw a card. Oh, we had the Host of Galadriel action. That would have been good earlier. Never mind. That's it. We've done the scenario. Quested all through. So pretty handy a little deck. I do like how he gets allies out really fast. It's quite a fast deck for allies. Handle the questing quite well. This guy's a great hero, giving all the allies +1 to all their stats, means you can quest faster and defend faster. And getting Nenya out with Galadriel is a great card to have. Because unfortunately she can't quest, attack or defend. but I keep forgetting that allies do not exhaust to commit to the question and then to play. And that's it for this short playthrough of this game. I'm really liking this deck so far. I'm going to try another little match of it again, maybe miss some cards, put some different cards in. I might put Auradon in, so we could have Auradon with Venya and Galadriel with Nenya, the rings out all in one, doing some massive sort of Elf Swarm kind of playthrough. That'd be a great deck. Any questions about this deck, these starter packs, or any more about Lord of the Rings, the card game in general, comment down below. And also let me know down below in the comment section what deck you want to see me to play with next. Maybe you want to see me play the Rohan deck or the Gondor deck. As always, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.